of Season 12. That was a mouthful. As we have... Oh, that's great. I was locked to one per... Yeah, I'm locked to one per... I can't go above aspects, which is great. Postman Pat has joined the session now. As currently we have BIOS... Well, no, we have Apo Tulpo on provisional poll with just over a minute left. Followed by Lex Hod and Joel Harris, my teammate in Monaco in F3 last week, which was very good. I enjoyed Monaco last week. Anyways. T-Rex is improving in his first sector. I'm not sure about Callum Ogden, who has got barely any ERS left, but we will stay on board with T-Rex. As T-Rex rounds... Blooming it, that was close to the wall by T-Rex. I need to check... I need to get my track map back up. Give me one sec. Going now into turn 14. Down by 0.2 of a second. Oh my goodness! Callum Ogden is probably going to be held up by a lot of people here in this qualifying session as he goes off the track. And yeah.
Wait, why is there two Apo Tulpos? Eh?
What?
P1 and P17 are both Apo.
No, that's Jammy.
No, it says, well, I don't know, but it says Apo on my thing.
It says Jammy for me. Anyways, I'm joined by Darius Mazahari in the commentary booth today.
I don't like drivers in F5.
No, I can tell.
I don't like drivers in F5, especially drivers from Greece in F5!
Anyways, as Darius channels his rage to Greeks, how about you deal with your financial crisis beforehand?
No words.
I just had to bring that up. As BIOS
No
is down by
words.
0.3 of a second, so we're not going to watch on board with him.
That's just ruined the whole championship. This guy has ruined all of F5. He's literally ruined the whole thing.
Oh, Filippo improved by 0.8 of a second. Where will that put him? Jammy goes P7. And across the line, P5 for Filippo. T-Rex clatters the wall, exiting turn 17. And across the line goes P5. Jevi has now joined the session at the worst possible time. Congratulations, you Portuguese person. As that is the end of qualifying in ERO F4 around Singapore. We have...
Yes,
I'll let you do that.
No, it's okay.
We have Apo Tulpo. Oh my...
Go!
Okay, we have Apo Tulpo on pole, followed by Lex Hod and Joel Harris. Is that Harris? Yes, that's Harris. Followed by Callum Ogden, T-Rex, Filippo, Joel Corey, Jammy, Powell, Mark, Elliot Parker, Chris Pat, Black Wolf, Alex Theodore, Wrongson, Jack Tebble, and Martex, whoever that guy is. Who's Martex? I need to know. Martex, who are you? Martex is... Not even gonna try and pronounce that name, sorry mate. Your name's Polish, I can't be bothered pronouncing Polish names, apart from if it's Lucas's.
Because like this is a nice one, it rolls off the tongue, you know?
Yeah.
Zafraniak, it rolls.
Zafraniak. I've known that guy for nearly 1.5 years now.
It's very cute. I'm really like, I'm having deep breaths here.
Yeah, you're trying to
Controlled
meditate
breathing. Yeah. The
after.
people of Greater Manchester are wondering why a middle-aged man is shouting on a Friday evening at Heathrow.
Yes, I'm wondering the exact same thing.
You can't hear me from where you are. I know where you are, but you can't hear me from there.
That sounds a bit sketchy.
Yeah, there's usually fucking ambulances and everything in the way
Yeah,
to drown out
true.
my shouting. Anyway, so Marina Bay, nice little 4.9 kilometer track. We're gonna have 31 laps today. With how many turns is on this?
Chaos.
What is it? 14 corners? No, 19 corners in this track. As we're just
14, did you say?
19.
Did you say 14 before that? But anyways, 5 red lights.
I said red lights.
And it's lights out and away we go for the Singapore Grand Prix here in F4. Any movement? Liam making a move. Oh, Bios basically pushing.
And there's contact by Callum Ogden to Joel Clark there.
Oh, there's a front wing on.
Oh god.
Who's that then? Wrongson. Who's got no front wing? Who are you?
As Chris Pratt making his way up the field after serving a qualifying ban this evening. Lex Hodd leading the way after the initial skirmishes in Sector 1. And Jevy Oregis is at the session. Ronan T-Rexosaurus, get my phone out. With a dive there. At the end of Sector 1 into turn 5, I think.
7.
What's 7?
Yeah, you got the tiny kink
it is 7.
turn 3.
It is 7, yeah, sorry.
Tiny kink on the back straight as Powell makes a move now on his teammate. And Wrongson just goes off track. Great scenes by Wrongson.
More yellow flags in Sector 2. Elliot Parker up to P6 is battling side by side with the Alpina Pavel. Not going to pronounce your second name.
Yeah.
As having a look at the tyres here, we do see the mediums and hards out galore. Everyone anticipating an early safety car, or at least one safety car in this race. I'm expecting plenty of drivers to be under-fueled. As it stands though, Lex Hodd leading the way on the faster and softer compound tyre over Apo Topo.
That's the end of the first lap completed, and the gap between the top two is 9/10 of a second. Joel Harris very close to the rear of Apo Topo. I still can't pronounce his name, I'm still struggling with that, it just doesn't roll off the tongue for me. As we have the bottom 4 in the pits, Callum Ogden, Liam, Jamie and Filippo. Callum Ogden onto the softs as Joel Harris tries to go around the outside of turn 6, now the inside of turn 7, and pushes Apo Topo off the track. Sadly. This is my contemplation mode that we have entered. As Postman Pat Spinder at turn 9. Virtual safety car, and he's retired on track. Right. I have caught 3 people either retiring on track or resetting to track. Both of whom are in this race. Anyways, virtual safety car is going to cause the pack to kind of bunch up as Postman Pat now leaves the session, sadly for him. He's out of the race and is ruining my hopes of Haas doing well. Just like in any category. Haas. I'm a Haas fanboy, what can I say? Fan person.
Well, you must be very happy at the moment, Ollie Behrman, who's going to be driving for Thingy next season, by the looks of it.
Yep, as Nico Hulkenberg is going to oh my god. He's going to Audi, as we are back underway here, as we ignore what happened with my voice.
And Joel Corey has been caught sleeping by Lex Hodd under the safety car restart. Apo Topo very close to the back of Joel, side by side into turn 7 they go. Not a lot of space given. That's quite fair though. Hard but fair racing by Joe Clark in the Mercedes. Himself and Jamie's loving this Mercedes duo. They seem to be like a budding friendship is developing between the two of them. All the time talking about how they can do better in their constructors and get good results. Love to see it. Good stuff, Joel.
So it sounds like me and Joel just before Monaco. That was funny.
Some F5 drivers in the lobby. The highest one of them on pace at the moment is Elliot Parker, who's currently P7.
Yep. It
Very
isn't
good
as good as the man in P2 currently in F3 last week, being in like P2 in Monaco F3. And then we ended up switching positions, as there is a yellow flag for Martex. Going out to the hairpin.
I can't spell suicide. Suicidal driving.
Spelled it? Well done. I'm probably gonna have a look at some of these F5 reports.
Wait till you see the reports I'm making.
Oh, let's have a look.
Wait till you see the reports I'm making.
Yep. I saw Sokol versus Alex from Sokol's POV, and it is shocking.
He drove like a terrorist all race. All race he drove like a terrorist. Where Apo and Joe Clark is now, he was sending it there after making contact.
Yep. Oh, as Apo Tupo gets past Joel Harris.
No,
Joel Harris is going to try.
Joel Harris comes right back at him.
Oh. Beautiful overtake, but here comes Joel Harris. Bit of contact between the two. Oh my god.
And the other Joel Curry's arriving on the scene in the Williams. All
Joel
having
v.
DRS
Joel.
apart from Apo. Oh, Joel on Joel violence here.
Down the inside. Can he get the move done cleanly? I would just like to say the title. Oh, wait, no, I'll leave that for a bit. As Joel Corey trying to go down the inside into the chicane on his Joel counterpart. Very close. Oh my goodness.
And T-Rex is arriving on the scene here, ready to sniff out.
Oh, Joel Harris nearly bends it. Here comes Joel Corey. Down the inside. Harris is going to try and stick it round the outside. Barely any room given. Joel on Joel action, and Joel goes off the track.
Joel on Joel violence.
I've said Joel too many times. As it has hopefully calmed down, I can now read you the title of Sokol's clip that he described Axel.
Something on his face.
The clip title is Greek Freak.
What? Greek Freak? I don't see this.
Click on the report of Sokol versus Axel. And then just... If
Sokol
not...
versus Axel, yeah.
And then... The title of Sokol's clip.
Oh!
You got there eventually, mate.
Yeah.
As everything has calmed down a tiny bit here in F4. Nearly said F5 then, because I'm so used to F5.
Sparrow stepping in for the snooker watching Jack Bailey this evening. Jack is just back from the World Snooker Championships in Sheffield. Hope you had a good day, mate.
Yes, I hope you had a good
Didn't
day
see
as
you
well,
on television. Anyway, back to the virtual world in the Marina Bay circuit around Singapore, which is a tiny little country. Very, very small. You could actually run the circumference of Singapore in about 2 hours.
Do you want to test that out?
Well, I'd have to fly to Singapore. To be honest, if I did, I probably would walk it. Because it's only like, I think it's like 20... I think the whole thing is 20 square miles?
Let me check.
Or kilometers, sorry. 20 square kilometers. It's tiny.
Big
you know?
Is Singapore 734.3 kilometers squared.
Okay, so it's not 20 square kilometers. Oh, whoopsie.
Oh.
What do you mean 734? No, it's not.
No, it's 278 square miles.
But that's
it's half the size of London.
Wait a second here. London is not 200 square miles. Is it?
Let me send you a screenshot of what Google.
I'm googling it myself. How big is Singapore? 700. It is big. Oh wow.
Let me send you the screenshot of what.
No, I'm looking at it on Google too. I see it here. 275 square miles. Yeah.
Compared to London.
No.
There you go.
Really?
Half the size of London. Anyways. T-Rex gets a 3 second.
Oh lordy. Ronan, what are you doing, mate? This is not the way. This is not the way, as we see the two Aston Martins of Jack Tebble and Mark Sternagel closing down on Elliot Parker, both both Aston Martins with DRS.
I do have a soft spot for Aston Martin.
You have a soft spot for every team apart from Ferrari, it seems like. You hate it.
I love driving the Ferrari. It's just...
as Joel on Joel violence returns into Sector 2 they go.
Great move by Joel Harris, even though I didn't catch it on camera, as through goes Jack Tebble on Elliot Parker and gives him no room on the exit as Callum Ogden now gets 3 seconds.
Second driver today to get a 3 second time penalty.
Oh, Heli Cam is coming in clutch with this one. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
And Elliot Parker and Jack Tebble also dancing here at the moment.
Keeping it fairly clean through here as Elliot Parker nearly bins it into the wall going into the hairpin. As Black Wolf has now caught up. You have F5 Red Bull sandwich here. with an F4 Aston Martin filler. As Mark nearly loses the rear end and Jack Tebble goes for a move. This is going to be close. Jack Tebble gets past Elliot Parker.
There's a bit of contact there by Elliot at the end of the turn.
Yep.
That could have been dangerous as Matthew gets a 3 second time penalty for track limits.
Wrongson. What have
Alex
you
Theodore
done?
is fighting his teammate Liam into Sector 2 and Liam almost sends Alex into the wall. He's not going to be too happy about that one.
The two friends of Black Wolf and Elliot Parker swap positions. Alex Theodore round the outside of Liam, nearly a bit of contact between the pair of them. That was very, very close between the two Ferraris. As Mark and Elliot Parker go side by side through turn 6. Elliot Parker nearly goes into the wall. He's going to fight it. Goes off the track. And Mark tries to get the switch back. Dives to the inside. What was that? By the Aston Martin driver. That was ridiculous. And it's now Elliot Parker bins it into the wall. Blummin' heck. That sums it up perfectly as the two Ferraris are now going side by side. Into turn 8. Liam trying to stick it round the outside, gets a better exit than his teammate Alex Theodore. And gets the move done. Great move by him.
Interesting.
So much action here in Singapore.
As Lex Hod is just sailing away. 6 seconds now ahead of Appo.
Oh, Liam's binned it!
Sector 3. Has he?
Safety car.
Safety car, and any of these drivers who are about to pass the pit lane should be diving in. Take the 5 second penalty. As they do all dive in. Mark Sternagel. Well, Martrex decides not to, but Elliot Parker. I don't know what that was, Elliot. We won't talk about that pit entry. But
I didn't see it. What was it like?
I don't know. I just seen curbs being flown over.
Cool.
As Mark is going to benefit so much here from this, and so is Elliot.
Onto the hard compound tyre for Mark and the hard compound tyre for Elliot.
They'll be looking to extend this for 20 laps now.
Yep,
or
definitely.
So.
Lots of position changes are happening as most of them are coming into the pits. Powell and T-Rex are swapping positions under the safety car. Not supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to do that, lads.
What happened in F5 under safety car? There was a few drivers swapping positions and penalties and this and that. What was going on there?
Oh yeah, that was to do Stevie and Vrees swapping positions because Stevie got a BIOS with a 5-second for speeding in the pits.
Oh, that's going to be crucial now later on in the race.
Because I think Joel Harris stays out on track, surprisingly. So basically what happened was those two were switching positions because, well, I think happened, Stevie went off track and Vrees overtook, and then Vrees wanted to give the position back.
Wait, this is after the one with Joe as well?
I'm not sure. Could have been Joe. I don't know.
Oh, right, okay.
It's one of the Aston Martins with Stevie. But anyways, I'm gonna quickly go do something, as, yes. Be back in a sec.
No worries. There's a bit of a lull now as we see Joe Clark, currently P1, electing to stay on the medium compound tires for just a little while longer. Interesting strategy here by them. Lex Hodd, with that unfortunate 5-second penalty, will be dropping down a lot of places unless there's another safety car or he pits again and he gets a chance to remove that in the pits. Apo Topo onto the mediums. He's going to struggle towards the end of this race. And then Joe Corry. Joe Corry's real name is Joe Clark, I think. Oh, Joe Page. Sorry, Joe Page. That's a JP. But I call him Joe Corry after the DJ. Is in P4 on the hard compound tires as well. Pavel, T-Rex, and Mr. Jack Tebble all on the mediums. And then Matthew on a fresh set of hards. 4 drivers currently with a penalty as Callum Ogden dives into the pits for...
He just came out the pits.
Yeah, he just came out the pits.
As I have returned now. We also experienced something interesting on ERO on the ERO F5 stream.
Mm.
We had a different language being commentated in.
What? Polaska.
From yours truly, Lucas Safraniak.
Oh yeah?
That was confusing me a lot.
The
only things I recognised was the words Ferrari, ERO Zolf, Darius, Aston Martin, Vrees.
Curva, Bober, curva match.
Please
You can translate that, can you?
Don't think I can. Let me have a look at the clips with... I've seen Sokol's POV, let's have a look at Axel's POV. Or should I say the Greek Freak? Oh, it involves your part of the incident as well! Yep, that is terrorism at its finest. As we now just wait for
I'm just like I'm texting like a motherfucker here. Like I'm getting loads of stuff done at the moment.
Whoa, language.
So, languagey.
I like to keep it family friendly here on ERO.
It is family friendly. It's
but there is the occasional swear.
With the occasional swear, it's PG-13.
True. That was me having a drink of my water. Just for context.
Didn't hear it, mate.
Just because my throat makes a sound.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I drink, it just gulps like most people, and it occasionally gets caught up on.
As opposed to like what, fish or something? No. Who doesn't gulp when they drink?
I am one with the fishes.
I'm watching The Boys at the moment, actually. Yeah, have you seen it on Amazon Prime? It's very, very good.
I'm too young.
What you mean you're too young? How old are you? Like 17, 16?
Younger.
Oh God.
14.
God, thank God I've got my advanced DBS. So.
Yep.
Right.
I'm in blooming. Well, no, I won't say that. Keep that private for.
Apo, stop messaging me while you're meant to be driving your car.
It's under safety car. It's fine.
Did you know why I picked through to change my wing in F5? Because I paused the game to take a drink, the same as last week.
Yep.
And the AI drove my car into a wall. The AI drove my car into a wall. I wish I was lying to you.
That's depressing, isn't it?
It's the second time in 2 races the AI has screwed me over.
Yep. That's just unlucky.
Story this season.
Yep. If I'll be honest with you, I was going to make appearance in GT7 Tier 2, but I will explain that later on. As the safety car
is in the slab.
is in the slab. I'll explain it now, because there's a tiny bit of time. Just because I had a school break and I thought, you know what? I might do GT7 Tier 2 around Le Mans.
It was a great race, in fairness. It was a very, very good race. As Joe Clark is about to lead us away in this safety car restart, as he currently goes through turns 17 and 16. Now on the long straight to 18 and 19 are 2 turns, essentially. This is 18 here. And that's 19 now, he's approaching. As he's gone, 19 where Lance Stroll famously binned the car and almost killed himself.
Oh, that was aggressive defending by Jack Tebble on Rongson.
As Lex Hall is dropping down like a stone at the moment. Just 3 positions.
As Elliot Parker now gets a 3-second time penalty, as there is moves galore here on this safety car restart. Here comes Apo Tulpo down the inside on turn 6, turning into the outside of turn 7, backs out of it just about. As there is so many position changes. Let's have a look at. Oh my God! There goes Callum Ogden.
That's making a yellow flag here, but no safety car, no VSC at the moment.
Let's have a look at Rongson. What's Rongson doing?
Ronson's really
right behind T-Rex. Oh, this is lovely.
My God. Well, this is going to be in tears.
This is the fight you want to see. Is there's yellow flags. It's Alex Theodore and another safety car.
Oh God! As Alex has lost his front wing, unfortunately for him.
And Apo Tulpo takes the lead of the race here.
Was that an overtake under safety car?
No. No. I thought I would bring it up. As Bios and T-Rex are swapping positions under safety car. Beautiful. And I'm expecting to see there is not blooming egg, Joel. Just pit. on 13 lap old mediums. Oh god. The chicken Kiev that I had for tea was trying to come back up.
Chicken Kiev, not the chicken Kiev.
Garlic on the inside as well. Bloomin' chef kiss.
So, I think there's a funny story about the chicken Kiev, right?
Okay.
Chicken Kiev.
Well, let me just do something real quick. Story time.
So yes, this is the thing. Chicken Kievs, you'd think they originally come from Ukraine, right?
Yep. Because they've got Kiev in the name.
Yes, but they're actually a French and Russian dish of origin.
Where do you pull this from?
No, because I knew this from before. They're actually quite tasty chicken Kievs. But I knew that chicken Kievs didn't originally come from Ukraine. Because everyone, if you got that in a pub quiz, like, where did the chicken Kiev originate from? Everybody like, ho ho ho, Ukraine.
Oh, Joel Harris overtakes Apo Tulpo under safety car. Sorry to interrupt.
I think because Apple overtook him. There's a lot of overtaking under safety car these last two races, these two rounds in ERO.
Yep.
But then the difference between a chicken Kiev and a cordon bleu. Yeah, with the cordon bleu has the ham and cheese stuff inside it, isn't it? I'm getting hungry, man.
Yeah. But French with the chicken Kiev.
It makes sense if you think about it. French, like, a lot of French cuisine is very buttery and garlic based. As now Apple's gone off the track.
Yeah, that's to let Harris through.
What is going on? These two are like just constantly swapping positions or some shit. A lot of the French food, it does have like a buttery and garlicky base.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
French. Let me search up French food. Give me one sec.
Search up French food. Like, a lot of it's got a lot of butter in it.
French food. Quiche Lorraine. That's probably got butter in it.
Heaps of butter.
Croque Monsieur. That's. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's like blooming. Like. The fancy way of doing a cheese and ham toasty. It's amazing.
Croque Monsieur, yeah. Yeah, it kind of is, yeah, I suppose.
I had it on a camp that I did, and it was amazing. But there is, yeah. Let me have a look at 22 traditional French dishes.
French dishes. Cooking with Sparrow and Aries.
Yes. Let me have a look at that. Does that have butter in it? I don't know, it doesn't tell me. Great! There's a cheese souffle, I think it's pronounced. Souffle. Not going to try and pronounce the... Oh, safety car in the start. Not going to try and pronounce that first bit, but... There's creme brulee. I can pronounce that, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, but that's a dessert, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a dessert with probably butter in it.
It's fair. Well, any pastry will have butter in it.
Yeah.
As we see Matthew and Daniel, the two Red Bulls in P7 and P8. That's going to be interesting to watch, with Ronan just ahead of them. The 5-second penalty sufferer, victim, Lex Hodd in P5.
Victim.
And Joe Clark is going to lead us through the safety car restart on 14 lap old mediums. I don't know what he's doing.
And he is
goes through 18 to 19,
underway
and he
here.
is off. He hasn't really caught Apo sleeping though.
Here comes Apo immediately. Gets the move done. Oh, we could see Joel on Joel violence.
Again,
for the 17th time this race.
Singapore is always quite a long race in the game. It's probably the longest race in F1 23. Usually clocking it at over an hour, depending, because the sheer amount of safety cars, and the race itself is about 49 minutes without a safety car.
Yep.
So then, as Joel Miles returns through turn 8 there.
Oh, Bios on the outside of Powell. That would have been bold.
Why do people not understand how to
Here
race
comes
in this
T-Rex. Backs
game?
out.
It's Sector 2 of Singapore. There's nowhere to go with these big ass cars. Why are you sending it through these corners?
Oh my god, I've got helicopter cam and it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks very good, yeah. As Liam and his yellow flags all over the place here.
Elliot Parker's backwards.
Elliot is indeed
Can't
backwards.
park there, sir. What is that throttle control?
As Joe Clark now needs to pit ASAP because Joe Corey is basically being held up by him here.
Yeah, he's got barely any ERS. Virtual safety car has been deployed.
Yeah, see, is out now. Does anyone pit? That is the interesting question. I expect that.
Well, Joel Harris with a 3-second, you naughty person.
Ooh.
I'm having a look at F3 attendance just so I can contemplate everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, oh, that's depressing. There's not enough places for Newman.
How old is Newman?
Same age as me.
Oh, and he runs the server?
Yep.
Or is he stepping down? Because I'm in the server, but
yeah, he's stepping down at the end of the season.
It's a lot of responsibility for someone who's 14 to run a server like.
Yep. Shout out to Samuel Newman if you're watching this. And as soon I just got a ping from the server, and the man's online. As Callum Ogden gets a drive-through penalty, and Bios makes a move on Powell. As we are back underway here. Oh my goodness, here comes Bios. Very close to the rear of the Williams, nearly making contact with it. Now go into the final two corners. DRS is now enabled.
Now, I think Joel Page here needs to get a move on. The hard tyres are going to be in their window, and those mediums are going to be starting to drop off in about 5 laps' time.
Jamie gets past Martrex.
So the interesting question here is, can Joel Page get past Joe Clark soon enough? He's going to have DRS now. I don't think he's going to have enough track to make the smooth stick going into turn 7. However, he is using Joe Page, or Joe Clark has not got any battery left. Well, what's the
outside goes Bios. That was beautiful, but ran wide.
Now, how did Bios get past Joe Clark?
It's Joel Harris, not Joel Clark or anything, according to.
So who's Joel Clark? Oh, Joel Clark is Joel Corey. Sorry. As there's a yellow flag in Sector 2.
It's T-Rex.
No, man.
He's probably facing back. He was probably facing backwards. Joel Harris is down to P4 after Bios's move. Here comes Powell now down the inside. Turn 14.
Ronan's not too happy in the chat, calling the constituents of F4 idiots.
Is that to put it lightly, or?
No, that's just what he said.
That's what he said. Just wanted to make sure. Yep. Not lying. As Bios is very close to the rear of Joel Corey. Can Bios, or oh my god, I remember so many things. As Alex Theodore now gets a 3-second penalty. I'm just reliving old F3 nicknames. from last season. I remember Bios was Emperor Palpatine.
Bios was Emperor Palpatine. Anyway, 12 laps to go in this Yas Marina circuit. Or not Yas Marina, Marina Bay. Bios getting past Joel Page.
Wrongson into P5.
Wrongson into P5 as well, as Joe Clark is dropping down like an absolute stone here. Joel Harris, whatever. Joel Mercedes dropping like an absolute stone here. Jack Tebble getting past Alex Theodore for P11.
Oh,
as there's more yellow
safety
flags.
car. Oh my
Alex, what
goodness,
is going on here?
what have I tuned into?
Well, Alex
I saw
Sapotka? How do you pronounce your Noise? I'm just gonna call him Noise because I don't know how to pronounce his second name. You have a lot of work to do this weekend. I'm telling you that right now. There's gonna be a lot of reports on F4.
Hopefully it isn't as bad as F2 in Austria.
Well, nothing can beat Austria in F2. That was, and you know the funny thing is that was probably the quickest reports ever done in the history of ERO.
Do they just skim over all of them? Just be like,
well, I did it.
You did it.
I did them. I spent a whole Sunday evening doing them all. Otherwise, they would have stuck there for months. Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody would have done. Some of them were so stupid as well. As everyone in the top 6 all pits, top 7 all pits.
My goodness,
will we see a double stack between the two Mercedes? It looks like we actually might here. It looks like Jammies may lose out in all this. Everyone, I'm assuming, going on to the soft compound tyres. As Mark Sternagel elects to stay out, he's the only driver to do so.
Go on, Mark. Legend.
Drivers with a mix of softs and mediums. Some drivers believe in the softs won't go to the end. Spoiler alert, they will.
As we saw from you in F5, as well as Black Wolf and somebody else.
I would have won that race if I didn't get murdered. You know that?
True.
I would have won that race. Simple as. So this basically resets the whole field into a 25% race. Not even 25%. As Callum Ogden gets another 5-second penalty.
He's probably going to retire now, if I'll be perfectly honest with you. He's on 11 seconds of penalties.
I just watched that. That was great.
He's continuing. Congrats to him, but 11 seconds. I'm saying that like that's a lot. Me in Canada getting 15 seconds.
I got to. Do you know the first time we raced in Canada, which was season 8 of ERO? First time I raced there, I got disqualified for too many penalties.
Oh no.
As Matthew is telling Black Wolf to not attack in the Red Bull team chat. He's in P8 and you're in P5, Matthew. What are you talking about? Anyways. I think Joe Page has got a chance here. Do you know that? I really do.
Yep. He's gonna have to try and keep up with Apo.
Well, the problem is that Mark was on these old tyres, and the softs are so powerful around here.
Yep.
They are so powerful around here.
I need to get some practice around here. I'm yet to practice. Oh wait, I can't say that word. Some people despise that word.
What word?
Practice.
For what?
Yeah, because people are like, you practice? Go away. Practice.
Oh, I heard Faractus. I was like, what the hell's a Faractus?
Practice. As Callum Ogden has taken my advice and retired after I think he clouted the wall. Unlucky. I just was going through all the unreads that I've got, and I tuned into F1 reports and just saw round 8 Monaco, then all of a sudden round 9 Singapore, and I'm like,
yeah.
How can you do no reports in Monaco?
because they didn't care.
They just did not care whatsoever. Race briefings, I need to have a look at that.
Race briefings.
I've spent like an entire week just not doing anything on F1. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm not doing anything F1 related. Safety car in this lap.
Safety car's in this lap. Mark is going to lead us away here. Mark's quite a quick driver. He's quite clean, in fairness to him.
Yeah.
I think he's just had a bit of bad. If I remember straight, he had a bit of bad luck a few races earlier on this season. Maybe not at the pace of the higher up drivers in this tier, like Apo and Joel and Ronan, but definitely quick enough to be here.
Yeah.
And we're going to see Mark get away. He's going to choose his point as he passes through turn 17.
And we are underway.
Very late release there from Mark.
Oh my goodness, four abreast.
But he's going to cause absolute chaos here behind. And there's, Daniel's after been forced way off the track there.
Huge crash. Total chaos. Wrongson in P4.
Yellow flags, no safety car though, as you do see some carbon fibre go onto the track. Apple's gone past Mark now on the exit of turn 4.
Through goes Powell, and here comes Wrongson.
And Joel Page is down to P13. What happened to him?
He was involved in the chaos.
As further down the field, we see Alex Theodore and Joel Page fighting. Matthew up to P3. I'm all for this.
Matthew could get a good finish here.
Yeah, I'm all for this. As Liam and T-Rex are fighting, Joel and Alex are fighting, Ferrari's involved with everybody at the moment. Lex Todd, who was leading this race by 6 seconds at one point, is down to P13 as well.
Yeah, he's dropped off so much on this race, which is very depressing.
Now, it's the newly promoted Pavel in the Alpine. What can you do? That is the optimal question here. And you have a young Matthew Wrongson chasing you down. Matthew seems to have a bit of pace around here. Matthew with a bit of a dive.
What was that, Wrongson? Don't go for that.
If someone did that to Matthew, he would be making 17 reports.
The same incident.
Yeah.
I bet you he's gonna be arguing that, like, he fully closed the door on me. No, it's just an extremely late dive bomb.
Ronan and Joe fighting yet again.
Wrongson's got 3 seconds. So that would basically put him P4.
P3 or P4, yeah.
But it all depends on, can he continue this pace and hold off the soft runners?
All I will say is, though, Matthew has a lot more battery than the people around him. Behind him, sorry. So Martex has only got 30-something%.
Yeah, like just below 40. No, this is going to be close. As Apo is now going to 3.5 second gap. As Filippo and Bios are fighting at the back of the grid. Bios has dropped off so much on this race. Alex, I'm just going to call him Noise, it's easier. Noise is going to be arguing with himself. Why is he doing F4 stewarding?
Joe Page now gets past Liam for P10. Filippo gets past Lex Hard as Appos. That's the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, they're going side by side into the chicane. This is going to be fun. DRS enabled.
Bit of banging and touching here between the two of them. Filippo, very, very clean driver. Lex has got involved in a few instances this season.
He's probably going to retire. He was leading the race. He's now in 15th. He might retire from this race, which is very disappointing for Lex. If he does retire. He pits onto the softs but hasn't retired.
He puts on a fresh front wing, probably going to go for fastest lap of the race.
Which is currently held by Apo Tulpo of, I don't know what, like a 31.7?
31 or something, yeah. I think it's time to start saying that Apo shouldn't be racing in F4.
Yeah, I swear he's above me in the championship as T-Rex is in the wall at turn 7 and has got huge rear wing damage. As he has just clouted the wall. That was insane. I'm just gonna spectate T-Rex to see if he does spin again because of that rear wing damage. He's getting very close. But I'm gonna focus on Rongson now, as Rongson is very, very close to Powell. Could potentially make a move on the Polish Alpine driver. As the two Mercedes swap positions, as Joel Harris is into lap hit lane. Is Rongson gonna potentially pull off a move here on the Alpine driver? We're gonna have a look as
Ronan's lost it again. I think the rear wing damage is really taking a hold of him.
Yeah, he's probably gonna retire short as soon as he goes into the pits. I think we should send him out on the sound.
No, it's too sad. It's too sad. My boy Ronan deserves more than this.
Yep. Just send him out on the Jurassic Park theme tune. Well, no, I'll probably get his copyrighted.
Well, I heard you guys sing the Finnish national anthem during the race.
Yeah, true. That was for Nick Hill in P4.
Nice.
Before he pitted. We just had that on for Nick Hill. As Joel Corey makes a move on Mark. Into turn 14, Mark tries to switch back. Doesn't quite pull it off. Or does he? No. Rongson very close to the rear of Powell now. Give me what? What am I doing? Black Wolf and Jack Tebble are fighting. And that's no longer happening anymore. Great!
As the reports in F5 are just loading up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. In less than an hour after the race is finished.
Joe Incention attempts to take out another driver. Interesting as Joel Corey and Jammy are fighting now. And Bios sets the
fastest of the race.
That's basically a qualifying lap.
Well, that's what he was intending to do, I think. Yeah. 5 laps to go in the Marina Bay circuits in Singapore.
Yellow flags in Sector 2. Who's that for then? Martex has got no front wing. And that confirms Rongson's P3.
Podium, yeah. All Matthew has to do is keep out of the wall. Yep. And he's closing down on Powell as well here. Who is this man?
Who's taken over Rongson?
That's taken over Rongson here. Rongson got some grip hacks for his PlayStation 5, and he's got DRS here, and he's closing down on Pavel as we speak on the run into turn 1. Won't get the move done here, but if he stays with him for these next collection of corners, we'll have an overtaking opportunity into turn 7. However, Pavel does have a lot of battery to defend this if he does so please to. Some massive desync happening here.
And that has caused Rongson to drop outside of DRS range of the Alpine driver.
What happened there?
T-Rex left the session.
Yeah, but like that caused really bad desync. As we 4 drivers dive into the pits.
It was really bad, and it was caught up on stream. As I am on the good old PS4.
Oh god.
As we see both Williams in 6th and 7th. Absolutely thriving right now.
I love watching people on full traction control, yeah? I'm riding on board with Apple at the moment, and there's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Because, like, they literally go from, like, you know, maybe 10 or 15% input to, like, 100%.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw that,
like,
yeah.
But I don't understand why race this game with full traction control. Like, this must be so boring.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Like, I remember, I was, like, a few weeks ago, I think I was rewatching, F3 last season around Austria. And Apo put the throttle down at turn 3 ridiculously quick, and Jack immediately noticed it. And he was like, what was that throttle control by Apo?
But like, I'm watching him right now. He'll just, I know you can hear me, Apple, because you're watching the stream. But like, oh, now he's trying to do it properly.
He's still failing miserably because he's just planting the throttle down. He's trying to. You don't need to go that gradual in 4th gear. Some tips for you, Apo. Look at that. He would have slammed the throttle down, and now he's being extra cautious.
Nothing else really happening in this race, so we are just going to bully Apo.
Oh, Liam and Martex are fighting. And now they're not. Back to Apo.
Back to Apo and his hideous throttle control. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that was.
But it's like a high-speed corner, so it's very easy. You could do that. You could do that normally anyway.
Yep. He would have binned it there. Look at that.
And there, second gear on 90% throttle that quickly.
I don't think so. This is insane.
Further down the field, Matthew is not gaining on Pavel. Jack Tebble is dropping even further away from Matthew as the soft tires begin to degrade. Daniel Blackwolf, recent winner of our ERO F124 giveaway. Congratulations to you, sir, in P5 at the moment, having a stellar race. But right behind him is Joel Corey.
Speaking of that,
you have a 20 quid gift voucher or something to get, don't you?
Yep. Yeah. And I'm yet to claim it. Oh, Martex is retired in the pit lane. How depressing.
How can I gift it to you? Can I just? I can't, because I can't buy the €20 online, can I? Just Jammies gets a 3-second time. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go to Sainsbury's. I'll buy one. There, yeah, and just send you the code. How does that sound?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
PlayStation, please.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'll just buy a £20 gift card on PlayStation and just send it.
Just send me. Imagine you just send it to my house.
No, I'm just going to send you a picture of. I'm going to scratch the code off and just send it to you, and obviously not use it.
Are you sure?
What do you mean? Am I sure?
I just want to make sure.
Anyway, true streamer boy, Mr. Joel Clark, Page, Corey, Harris, whatever his name is, closing in on Philip Keita. 4P7, but he doesn't have enough time left in this race.
Huge lag spike. As I think Liam was compromised by that and has been overtaken by BIOS now. As Joel Corey is gaining on Daniel Blackwolf. Going into turn 7 and 8 now. We are now in turn 8. Could Joel Corey potentially make a move on the final lap for P5? It could
P5.
happen.
Yeah, it could do, yeah.
Liam is fairly close to BIOS, we won't watch that, as we have a more important battle, sorry about that, you two. For P5, another lag spike, just what you want to see.
Joe Page rapidly closing in on Daniel here, isn't he?
Whoa, that was late on the brakes by the Williams, and CR out. Jammy's retired.
Oh, another one bites the dust here in Marina Bay. That's our 6th victim of this evening.
Powell has gained like a second.
Yeah, the soft tires must be really dropping off at this point now. I think it's just going to be too little too late, unless Apple has a massive wobble here, and that traction control will not let you have a wobble. And the manual, and the auto gears as well, man.
This is ridiculous.
It's kind of something like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's have a look. Yep, that's definitely manual gears. As True Streamer Boy gets another 3 seconds.
No, but I mean, like once you see someone on full traction control or auto gears, you can't actually unsee it.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep. As I am a victim of automatic gears.
You need to switch to manual. It'll easily become half a second faster overnight.
I'll try. I'll practice.
Liam making his way up to P8 at the moment, fighting Lex Hod in Sector 2. However, it will be Apo Topo
is
crosses the line.
already weaving, you little cheeky bugger. As he rounds the final corner for the final time. And wins the Singapore... Oh my goodness.
That's what he does every race, because he's so fast in this tier that he has to bin it.
Bronson gets a podium and Jack Tebble leaves in the final chicane. Oh, he's going to hold on to his position though. Closest battle. Liam and True Streamer Boy. Will there be an overtake into the final chicane? Here we go down the inside. Liam. Beautiful move on the Mercedes. And round the final corner. And across the line. The P7. And that has been F4. As we're just going to watch Alex Theodore finishing his lap at his own pace. I'm tired.
I gotta go make me dinner. I've got my dinner to put in the microwave.
Yep. As he now goes through the final chicane.
I'm literally watching Apple's guy, because this has been in the car, but he's just still like doing the finger pumping animation. If you can go on.
Oh
to
yeah,
it,
yeah.
see it.
I see that.
It's just really weird.
It's amazing. Anyways, that has been ERO F4. Apo Sopo was your race victor here, as usual. He's too fast. Come to F3 and embrace it. As your final finishing positions, Apo Tilpo wins the race, followed by Powell, Wrongson, Tebble, Jack Tebble, I should say, Joel Corey, Black Wolf P6, Liam P7, Filippo P8, Joel Harris P9, Mark P10, Alex P11, Bios P12, Jamie, Martex, T-Rex, Callum Ogden, Elliot Parker, and Chris Pat are your DNFers. This is the race director, if anyone wants to use it, which you can if you will. This is going to be fairly slowly, as I did it a bit too quickly in F5, 5, but, yep. That
I
has
spilled a load of
been.
coffee today, and all I can smell with my nostrils is coffee. The smell of it's like it's stuck in my nose now, you know?
Yep.
Ugh.
That has been ERO F4 round 9 here in Singapore. I've been Sparrow Maltby.
And I'm confused. Alex Theodore with 6 pit stops. Callum Ogden with 6 pit stops as well. Boys, what is going on here?
That has been ERO F4, and we will see you in Brazil for next week's race. Good night.